I know this is an opinion poll. When you look at the three candidates that we have seen now, Tinubu, Atiku, and Peter Obi, Labour Party, PDP, and APC. When we look at the past 6 years or so that the ruling party have been in power, we can see for ourselves, everybody is groaning. And if I refer to the scriptures, what the Bible says, say when a good leader is in power, the people rejoice. Nothing to be hidden. In the days of Solomon, he said gold was like dust, and the people were enjoying. There was no poverty, no bloodshed. So when we are beginning to look at it in the reassessment, look at the credibility, Tinubu and Atiku. What Atiku was a vice to Obasanjo. What did Nigeria achieve under his leadership? Okay, Tinubu was in Lagos for 8 years, in Lagos as a governor, and as his person, what ideology does Tinubu under APC? What ideology is he going to bring to the table to Nigeria? What is the future of the youth under Tinubu administration? What can be the future of Nigerian citizens under the leadership of Atiku? So when you look at the credibility of Peter Obi, among these three, we know that even in Anambra State, where Peter Obi was, the people of Anambra State, they felt the impact of our political administration in terms of health, in terms of socio-economic impact on the lives of the people within and outside the domain. Then when we talk about credibility in terms of competency, how do we see competency in political administration in Nigeria since 1960? What the people want now, the youth of Nigeria, the people who are plebeians, the commoners who are passing through hell in this administration, what we need now is what I call a proactive change. We need a leader with what I call the capacity and the competency that will bring, in fact, a manifesto that will affect the leverage of an average man. Because what we have been experiencing over the years, even from the military era to the democratic era, has been what is called the pro-bourgeois political system. We have not had what is called the pro-proletariat system. And it has made me to be very, 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 very angerous of the very system. So if I look at it from my own perspective, as an ideologist, I don't want people who have self-interest, who have what I call a Kabbalistic or catastrophic interest for their own self and their family or party members. But I want a leader that has what I call the impact and the competency to deliver to the poor people, to give them what I call the social welfare. A social welfare where they can feel the government. Government is far from the people over the past, in fact, almost over 4 decades or so of political administration in Nigeria. So we need somebody that has the grassroots of understanding of the people. Not when they are at the top, the people are dying. They cajole their vote. They hoodwink them, brainwash them, promise them heaven and earth. But at the end of the day, when they are there, for another 6 years, it will be sorrow, gnashing of teeth, and shedding of tears. And the issue of killing and assassination, banditry, restiveness, drug addictions, it is depression that leads to drug addiction. When the collateral, the plebeians, the commoners are frustrated by the government, there is no support, you find that they take to drugs. You cannot address issue of drug addiction without addressing economic and political issues. So when we look at it from that perspective, all we are looking for now, somebody like me, I will say candidly that Peter Obi is a candidate that Nigerians, not myself alone, Nigerians who know that this government have failed us, that we need a transparent, accountable, politically competent leader to administer Nigeria in the next 6 years after 2020, so that we can have a nation that we can say, oh, this is our nation, that God will bless Nigeria. We cannot be calling Nigeria a nation, and whereas we are not feeling the impact. 80% of youth of Nigeria today, because of ASuu strike, a lot of things are out, some of them are out of school. They take to betting, they take to a lot of gambling, they take to a lot of societal ills, criminality. The police will arrest, but they are not tackling the cause of crime. All this has to do with leadership. Leadership at the top, even at the grassroots, at the local government, at the state, at the federal government, should be having impact on the people, the citizens. And if the citizens are not benefiting from the government, it means that that kind of government is what I call the kangaroo cat of government. That kind of government is absurd. That kind of government is radically selfish. That kind of government is self-centered, bourgeoisie oriented. We need a collateral, a people, masses, in government. We need Peter Obi. Peter Obi, if a right-thinking Nigerians should come out en mass, go to the polling booths and vote for competency we are talking about, not rascality or tachyocratic leaders who are self-centered, who want to amass wealth at the expense of the people. You understand me?
Yeah.
And the United Nations, world bodies should try to make sure that they monitor the election that is coming. They should not allow brigandage. They should not allow thuggery. They should not allow nonchalance, systemic underground fraud. They should not allow corruption. The INEC as a electoral organization or agency must be, I will call it, they should be free. They should be protected so that they will not cede their credibility to people who want to use money to bribe their consciousness.
Okay.
So that Nigeria will be a better country for both of us. Everybody, both in diaspora and in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you.